Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready here on this Tuesday evening for this 9-inning game between the Post 22 Hardhats and the Post 320 Stars in the Rapid City Showdown. Here, it was just rainy a little bit ago, and the rain has gone away. The sun is up, and we're excited to play some baseball here at the Fitzgerald Stadium. Both these teams, they met up earlier, just 2 weeks ago on May 6th, where the Post 22 Hardhats came over with a 16-1 victory. And we'll get into that later on in this game. But we welcome you. This is Wyatt Simmons here on Hard Hats TV. Getting closer as both the managers talk to the umpires here as they will sort out the lineup cards and they exchange words before the game. We have three umpires for this evening's game. But over the weekend, the Hard Hats play a three-game series against the Post 6 Cheyenne Sixers. And where the sweep, they busted out the brooms for the second time over the Sixers this season. They had a 10-4 victory on Sunday. But first, we'll go here through the lineup for the Post 320 Stars. We'll go from 1 to 9. Starting at first, number 21, the designated hitter Jonah Blake. Hitting second in the lineup, number 3, third baseman Tegan Sales. Number 24, first baseman Max Speed at 4. Right fielder, number 11, Aiden Bird. Hitting fifth, number 9, left fielder Max Schoenhard. Sixth, number 14, center fielder Jet Peterson. Seventh, number 13, second baseman Anders Lockhart. Behind the home plate for the Post 320 Stars, number 4, Colby Witt. And hitting at number 9, number 29, shortstop Noah Wald. And their starting pitcher for the Post 320 Stars is number 1, Kason Kossenbauer. And the Hard Hats will go Aiden Roberts, third base, followed by Lars Kiefer at center field. Wyatt Reeder, second baseman. Kane McLeod at left field. Jace Morgan is the designated hitter today. Number 23, Carter Johnson at right field. Dexter Steen back on first base for the Hard Hats. Behind the home plate for Post 22 is number 21, Josh Elder. And hitting ninth is shortstop number 11, Blaine Hunt. And the starting pitcher, number 24, Rowan Fredrickson. So we'll set it down here. We'll try to get the microphone to listen, and we'll hear the starting lineups. Batting third and playing first base, number 24, Max Speed. Batting fifth, playing right field. Batting fourth, playing right field, number 11, Aiden Bird. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 9, Max Schoenhard. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 14, Jet Peterson. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 13, Anders Lockhart. Batting eighth and catching, number 4, Colby Witt. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, number 29, Noah Wald. And on the mound tonight for the Stars, number 1, Kason Kossenbauer. The Stars are managed by Mike Johnson. Let's see the rest of the Stars. And now starting on the field, 22 Hardhats. Batting first, playing third base, number 10, Aiden Roberts. Batting second, playing center field, number 18, Lars Kiefer. Batting third, playing second base, number 18, Wyatt Reeder. Batting field tonight and playing left field, number 27, Kane McLeod. Batting fifth, the serving as tonight's designated hitter, number 22, Jace Morgan. Batting sixth, the playing right field, number 23, Carter Johnson. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 25, Dexter Steen. Batting eighth and catching tonight, number 21, Josh Elder. And batting ninth, the playing shortstop, number 11, Blaine Hunt. On the mound for the Hardhats tonight, number 24, Rowan Fredrickson. The Hardhats are managed tonight in the four-way with coaches Nick Huey and Nick Henry. The umpires for tonight's game behind the plate, Christian Bob Bennett, and in the field, Chris Jackson and John Whitcraft. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, active and retired military
encourage you to render the appropriate salute for tonight's singing of the national anthem. Our singer tonight is Miss Carol Long. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Let's play ball.
So the singing of the national anthem has just been sung. Lineups have been announced, and both teams head back to the dugouts as they get ready for the warm up. Rowan Frederickson, the starting pitcher for the post 22 Hard Hats. We look at his stats this season as he leads all Hard Hats pitchers with most innings pitched with 17.1. He has a 3 wins to no loss record, also having one game with a save. 25 strikeouts, has only walked 11 batters, has an ERA of a 1.212, and with a whip of a .981. So the righty will be on the mound as he also had a starting game in one of the three against the Sixers. He got game two of the doubleheader on that Saturday evening where he only pitched for 2 innings. He threw for 3 strikeouts as manager Kelvin Torvey in the doubleheader. It was Negebauer the starting game one and Frederickson the starting game two. They pulled him early. So getting the warm-up pitches, and Dexter Steen finds himself back on first base after having a shoulder injury, which when he injured it, he was playing the post 320 Stars back over at the Pete Lee Memorial Field. When he went to go try to catch a foul ball, fell funky on the shoulder, but over the past weekend, he played 2 of the 3 games as the designated hitter, and he looks to be that shoulder is A-OK for him as he is taking on first base. Jace Morgan, who was filling in for his spot, as well as Wyatt Reeder. So Reeder will go back to second base where he normally plays. Blaine Hunt at shortstop, who is continuing to be absolutely perfect this season in the infield. And Aiden Roberts, the 2024 first team All-State winner. And the college that he is going to is Garden City College, as he will play baseball there. So he's back at third base after missing the game on Sunday for all good reasons, graduating at Rapid City Christian High School. So congratulations to Aiden Roberts, the third baseman for the Post 22 Hard Hats, but he's back and he's ready to go. So they get the final warm pitches. Josh Elder, who also played 2 of the 3 games of the 3-game series against the Post 6 Sixers with Brody Thompson playing a game. And now the leadoff hitter for the Post 320 Stars is the designated hitter, Jonah Blake. So Blake, a senior at Rapid City Central High School, and most of these kids, they know each other by whether they go to school or not, or have played on previous teams before, down from Little League or even Post 22 or 320. So Elder gives the final words to Frederickson, and we're ready to go. First pitch underway. It will be from the right arm of Rowan Frederickson in this 9-inning game here on this Tuesday night, a little frigid night, following a rain all day long as the rain just stopped about an hour ago. So Frederickson gets the call on the first pitch, is here, and it will go in for strike one. So we start on an 0-1 count in the zone from Rowan Frederickson. Jonah Blake steps back in the box, draws the line for the positioning. To the 0-1 count, Frederickson, the pitch comes. That will go for ball one. So 1-1 even count as the post 320 dugout with some roars from there, encouraging Blake here on his first at-bat of the game. So to a 1-1 count, Frederickson here comes with the pitch, and that will go down low. That's going to go for ball two. So 2 balls, 1 strike for the at-bat to Blake as the umpire giving the call here to the pitch count call to Frederickson on the mound. Frederickson, the righty on the mound, delivers that one in for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes for the leadoff hitter. So Blake, who again takes a second as the scoreboard does not have the balls or strikes shown. So it has caused some confusion here with the crowd. So to a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Frederickson, the pitch comes, swung on by Blake. The play here to second baseman Reeder. The scoop, the throw to first is there. So a ground out for the first out. Wyatt Reeder making that play. So now this will pull third baseman Tegan Sales up to play, and we have an injured player after running on first. It was Jonah Blake, and he is on his back currently, and we hope he's all right. He's getting some medical attention. Trainer Paul Richter going to attention. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back once he gets up. So Jonah Blake is standing. We hope he's all right, and they look to be bringing some bases on to the field. They took all 3 of the bases off as they looked like they're changing them. I do not know if he rolled his ankle. It looked to be a leg injury, so we hope Jonah Blake is okay as they replace the bases. So with 1 down, throwing the ground out to Reeder at second base. Blake, the first out of the game. Now this will pull Tegan Sales, their baseman, also a senior at Rapid City Central High School. So as they get the bases put in, we're ready to go now. So Fredersen gets ready after a few pitches in to the first at-bat of the game. And we're ready to go as the infielders giving the call back to the outfielders for the 22 Hardhats. The sun playing a big factor as well going into their eyes. The first one drops in for a strike 1. Tegan Sales, that one kind of came a little low on a curve from Frederickson. So to an 0-1 count. Here comes the second pitch, and that one will go outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike for the count here for Tegan Sales for the Pulse 320 Stars. Here comes the next one from Frederickson. Swings and misses for strike 2. So to a 1-2 count. With 1 down following a ground out, this will lead to possibly 2. Frederickson inhales. Here comes the pitch. This one was down low. Elder gets the glove behind there for preventing that one to go behind him. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on the count. Here comes the next one. Swan on that will go for a foul. So we stay to a 2-2 count. On deck for the Post 320 Stars is number 24, Max Speed. As you see the one on your screen right there going to grab that foul ball for the 320 Stars. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Frederickson, the righty on the mound, he delivers the pitch. This one high and inside for ball 3. So full count here for Tegan Sales. And the scoreboard in the left field still not on as they are having someone go out there and put it on. And Swan on this one's going to go right by me as this will go for a 3-2 count. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes on the count. 2 straight foul balls off the bat of Sales. Frederickson gets the call from Elder. Frederickson off the mound. Swan on that one again. Fouls. So we stay on full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down in the top of the first inning. Sales has fought 3 foul balls in a row. Frederickson shaking the glove hand. So the righty extends off the mound. The pitch comes. That will go outside. So that will put a runner on base following the walk. as that is Frederickson's 12th walk allowed on the year. And now this will pull Max Speed up to the plate, the first baseman. So the runner on first now for the 320 Stars. After fighting off 3 foul balls, he gets a ball that was down low and outside to put him on base. So Frederickson will take a look over with Steen in ready position at first. The throw over, Steen was there to make the catch, but no tag. So Sales slides in safe. And Steen and Sales probably catching up about finals week as they're both seniors at Rapid City Stephen Central High School. So still waiting here for the first pitch of the at-bat for Speed. This one up and high. That will go for ball 1. So 1 ball to no strikes for the third batter for the Stars. Speed at bat with Sales on first. Frederickson looking over in the corner of his eye. Here comes the pitch. This one up high again, ball 2. So it goes to a 2-0 count. Frederickson trying to get some more grip here. Well, he gets some on the fingertips. 2 balls, no strikes with 1 down. Speed just getting a low practice swing in. Frederickson the throw over to first. Steen the tag, and he slides in safe. So we stay at a 2-0 count following a pickoff attempt on first base, trying to get Sales out after he walked. Frederickson to a 2-0 count. Here comes the pitch, swung on by Speed. This one to Reeder, and that one just off the ground and goes behind Reeder, and that will be a base hit. So that puts runners on first and second. A single for Speed, which advances Sales to second. And now this will pull Aiden Burr, the right fielder, and Elder will have a quick talk here with Fredericks on the mound. And that one, Reeder, the second baseman, was there to make the play, and that one just took a bounce off of the ground. And Reeder didn't know that bounce was going to happen and went right over the head and fell into the outfield to put now runners on first and second. So the talk with Elder and Frederickson concludes, still with 1 down. The first hit of the game belongs to Max Speed for the Post 320 Stars. So Bird, right fielder, he comes in, runners on first and second for the Stars. Frederickson takes a look back on second. Hunt right on his hip. He backs off. Here comes the first pitch. This one up high. That will go for ball 1. So starts a ball on the count. And the first pitch of the game was a strike from the right arm of Frederickson to the batter of Jonah Blake, the designated hitter for the Stars. So runners on first, second, 1-0 count. Frederickson, the pitch comes in for strike 1. So the first strike of the count evens to 1-1. They get the scoreboard on in the left field. So now everyone in the crowd knows what the count is and what the outs are. So 1-1 count. Frederickson waits the call from Elder. He will get it. Takes another mean look back at second. Hunt backs off Sales. This is going to be swung into right field. That will drop. Johnson makes the catch and the throw to the infield. And now runners are all on all. Oh my goodness. Can't speak a word. Are on all bases. Bases will be loaded. I don't know why that took me so long to get out. So a base hit for Aiden Burr. This will pull left fielder Max Schoenhardt Lockhart up to the plate. So now, second time in this first inning, all bases are loaded for the 320 Stars. So they had a 9-inning game back on May 6th, where the Hardhats took a 16-1 victory over at the Peatling Field. And this one in for strike one. No swing from Lockhart. So he looks over at the third base coach. Coach gets the call. To the 0-1 count, Frederickson waiting here. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. This one will hook foul into the 20 or 320 dugout. So that will foul. So an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Frederickson gets the nod to Elder. 0-2. Delivers the pitch, and that was up high, ball one. So first ball to the count for Lockhart, their second baseman. Hardhats looking to put this top of the first away as they trail 1-0 for an early lead for the Stars. Here comes the next pitch from Frederickson. Swung on by Lockhart. Right back to Frederickson. Makes the catch. The lob to first is caught by Steen for the third and final out of the top of the first inning. Well, it was an RBI single from Max Schoenhard, which brought Tegan Sales in for the run to make it a 1-0 lead here for the Post 320 Stars. We'll take a short break as starting pitcher for the 320 Stars will be Kason Costabauer as he'll get his warm-up throws. The leadoff hitter for the Hardhats will be Aiden Roberts, followed by Lars Kiefer and Wyatt Reeder. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back as we get ready for the bottom of the first inning. The current weather outside Rapid City, it was just raining about an hour ago, currently 51 degrees. As it's supposed to be rainy for almost the whole rest of the week, as there's going to be no rain on Thursday. Can you believe that? With a week full of rain, as Saturday and Sunday when the Post 22 Hardhats will have a doubleheader on Friday as Casper will come to town, and then a one game against Saturday, of course, with Rapid City Stevens and Central having graduation on Sunday. So that puts no games on Sunday, doubleheader on Friday, and tomorrow as they will have one game against the Post 33 Titans in Sturgis at 6 o'clock. So the Hardhats, as they'll go to Sturgis tomorrow for a 7-inning game there. So Casey Costabauer throwed his final warm-up pitch as Colby Witt got behind the plate there. So Aiden Roberts, we mentioned right before the game, he missed the game on Sunday, but he leads all Hardhats hitters in batting average with a .462 average as he gets set and ready to go. Playing in the doubleheader Saturday, but of course, for all good reasons, graduated Sunday at Rapid City Christian High School. So the first pitch coming here for Roberts, that will go in for strike one. So Roberts let that one go down. He'll start an 0-1 count. Roberts being a 2024 First Team All-State winner. And this next pitch going in for ball one as he plans to attend Garden City College for baseball. So 1-1 count for the leadoff hitter for the Hardhats. Costabauer on the mound. Here comes the next one. That one was inside for ball two. And Roberts slugging at a .795 as he also leads the Hardhats hitters in that category. The next one was outside for ball three. Witt trying to do his best job of putting that one into the strike zone. So 3 balls, 1 strike for the leadoff hitter in Roberts. As Kason Costabauer here on the next pitch. This one will go outside for ball 4, and that will put a runner on first base. The leadoff hitter walked for Roberts. And now center fielder Lars Kiefer, junior at Rapid City Christian High School. RCC, the Comets, and Kiefer just above a 300 batting average, hitting at 304. Also slugging at a .413. The center fielder who missed a few games not too long ago. And now this one was down in the dirt, ball one, as Roberts didn't take off to second. So he'll stay on first with ball one going in for Kiefer's first pitch of his at bat. So a 1-0 count. Kostbauer takes a look over on first. Ready for the next pitch. Swung on by Kiefer. This one hooks foul. So it goes to a 1-1 count. 1-1 for Kiefer. Gets a new ball as Kostbauer on the mound. The righty for the 320 Stars. I am not sure if they have a left-handed pitcher in their bullpen. So 1-1 with Roberts on first. Here comes the pitch. Roberts takes off to go to second with the throw is not in time. And Roberts will add to a stolen base. As that is Ian Roberts' 15th stolen base of the season. As entering this game, he was tied with shortstop Blaine Hunt at 14. So as they have been kind of going back and forth, especially over the weekend, of who is going to take first in the stolen base for the team lead. So 2-1 count following that one that went for ball. Roberts takes a big old leap. And now Kostbauer, the pitch coming, swung by Kiefer. This one is going to stay fair. That goes to the right side. Kiefer rounding first. Roberts rounding third. He will come in to score. Kiefer rounding second. He's going to go to third. And that is an RBI triple for Lars Kiefer. And what a run. So that brings Roberts in to score, making that his 22nd run of the year. And Kiefer hitting for his first triple of the season. And the Hardhats have put a tie to this game, 1-1. And now this will have second baseman, the swing king, Wyatt Rader, up to bat. And the first one, that will drop for ball one. So Rader with Kiefer on third base after driving in Roberts to score from second base. As Kostbauer extends off the mound as that one in for strike one. So Reeder will start to a 1-1 count. With no outs at the bottom of the first, 1-1 game. Kostbauer on the mound. Here comes the pitch to Reeder. Swung on. The chopper is going to go to second. Lockhart the scoop, the throw. Gets him. But that's going to bring Kiefer in to score. So a sacrifice hit. We'll get one down here in this game, but the Hardhats will take their first lead of the game. It's 2-1. So McLeod who will come in, as that is Kiefer's 16th run of the season. And now K. McLeod hitting 3.312 average on the season. Kostbauer the first one down on the dirt. And playing the balance as Colby Witt, junior at Rapid City Stevens High School for the 320 Stars. So first one goes in for ball one to a 1-0 count with one down following the sacrifice hit from Reeder. Just one at bat to go. So the 1-0 count pitch comes, the curve up high, ball two. As McLeod, a junior, graduating in 2026. So the Hardhats, as they have some young blood as well. And the next one goes for ball three. And Wyatt Rader also being a junior for them, but a freshman in Blaine Hunt, who's already playing for the Hardhats. And that's also very promising for him as he's been looking super strong this season playing in the infield. Here comes the next one. That will for ball four, and that's going to walk K. McLeod. So with only one down, McLeod will gladly take first base. So two batters have been walked from Roberts and McLeod, and now the designated hitter, Jace Morgan, hitting at a .229 batting average this season, slugging at a .292. Senior at Rapid City Central High School. Graduation being on Sunday at the Monument downtown. Here comes this pitch. That one up high for ball one. So 1-0 count for Kossebauer, the starting pitcher for the 320 Stars. So taking his lead off at first is McLeod. Make sure you take a look at him. He might try to take off. He thought about it. Morgan's going to hit this one up high as Sales is going to try to fly over. That's caught by the shortstop for out number 2. So that puts 2 down following the pop, too short from Morgan. And now this will pull up right fielder Tater Johnson, senior at Rapid City Stevens High School. So with 2 down with McLeod on first, in the air tonight by Phil Collins is the walk-up song for him, a classic. A lot of that song has been played in a lot in the movie Hangover, and then Mike Tyson in the fight against Logan Paul in the walkout. So McLeod will take off the second with the throw. Is it in time? He gets him. So a stolen base attempt will get out. The throw from Witt to second for the third out will do it for the first inning. But you can't go anywhere without Lars Kiefer hitting his first triple of the year, also driving in Aiden Roberts, who scored on from second, tying this game at 1-1. And then it was the sacrifice hit from Wyatt Reeder, which brought Kiefer in from third base, putting this game to a 2-1 lead for the Hardhats. So Frederickson will return to the mound. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back as we start the second inning between the Post 22 Hardhats and the Post 320 Stars. All right, we're back and we're ready to go for second inning of play between the Post 22 Hardhats and the Post 320 Stars, the Battle of Rapid City. So Roland Frederickson back in that first inning, as there was 2 singles allowed from Max Speed and Aiden Bird. There was bases loaded twice, and also a single for Max Schoenhardt in the run that came in from Tegan Sales. So with Lockhart out, this will pull catcher Colby Witt up to the plate. Here to kick off for the second inning. Frederickson, the righty, gets ready on the mound. Second inning coming to you live. 1 hit for each of these teams. So Frederickson, the righty, gets ready as Witt Jr. at Stevens High School. Here comes the next pitch. That one in for strike 1. So Frederickson starts the second inning with a strike. He also started the first inning with a strike. So Frederickson gets the call from Elder. To the 0-1 count, swings and misses for strike 2. So 0-2 swings and misses for the catcher and Witt, who McLeod, who tried to steal second, as Witt, who made the throw all the way over to second to put away for the first inning. So the 0-2 count, pitch comes, that one goes down in the dirt, or in turf in this case, at the Black Hills Surgical Field for ball 1. 1-2 count for Witt. Frederickson. The pitch comes, swings, just got a piece of it, and Elder also got a piece of it, and he looked to shake it off as just fixing the shin pad on him. So this will stay to a 1-2 count following the foul tip that got a piece of Elder, the catcher. So catcher to catcher, Witt and Elder. So 1-2 count still for the leadoff hitter here in the second inning. Frederickson off the mound, pitch comes, swung on by Witt. This one a play to Reeder, plays the bounce this time, and the throw to first is there for the first out. So Reeder, that one bounced the ground again, makes the play. He makes the catch, the throw to first for the first out here in the second inning. And now this will pull the 9th hitter, the shortstop Noah Wald, up to the plate for the 320 Stars. So 1 down in the second inning with the help of Reeder. And now Frederickson, the pitch here to Wall. This one in for strike 1. So he'll start both batters to an 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike with 1 down. Frederickson, next pitch coming. This one was high for ball 1. 1-1 count. Takes a step back in the box is Wald, and shortstop kind of that in the stereotype of being the athletic player on the team that's going to get a piece of him. So a hit by pitch, and he's going to try to walk that one off for Noah Wald. So that puts a runner on first base. So Jet Peterson and Noah Wald, both of those hitters who were hit by pitch. And just a quick discussion here is Eldon Frederickson. And now this one back to the top. And Jonah Blake is not hitting for the leadoff hitter. I cannot see the number. So the new hitter, I'll try to see if I can get his number. So we start off with Wald on first for the Stars. Takes the look back at first. Here comes the pitch from Frederickson. That one in for strike one. So all three at-bats now for Frederickson here in this second inning has started on an 0-1 count. And Frederickson, a throw back over to first, trying to get Wald. Steen made the catch with no tag to follow, so we still stay at a 0-1 count. Second pitch of the at-bat waits. Frederickson takes another look over. And Frederickson, the righty, still waiting. And here comes the pitch. This one up high, ball one. So now we go 1-1 to the count. As they both wait. And the sun's still up here. Sunset at around 8:02 is what the weather app said. And the throw back over at first. Steen the tag and stays in safe as Wald. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the top of the second inning. And a 2-1 lead for the Post 22 Hardhats. As it was a 1-0 lead early for the Stars. Next pitch for Frederickson. That one down low. That will go for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Frederickson again takes another good look over on first. As he waits, Elder motioning over at first, and another pickoff stays in safe. And Steen catching with the right hand. Jace Morgan also catches with his right hand. I believe those are the only 2 infielders that have played this season that catch with the right hand, as Broden Sales, who throws with his left. And the next pitch coming as that one got a piece of it. So this will go to a 2-2 count following the foul. So on deck, Tegan Sales for the 320 Stars. So Frederickson gets the okay here for the pitch, the thumbs up. 2-2 the count. Wald still takes his extension off of first base. Frederickson waiting. And here comes the 2-2 count. Swings and misses. And he will strike him out. So the first strikeout of the day for Frederickson. And now this will pull Tegan Sales. He walked for his first at-bat. So with Wald, who is still on first base, and they will go the pickoff route as he will slide in safe. Still waiting for the first pitch of the at-bat is Tegan Sales. Frederickson, the first one, swung on by Sales over the head of Hunt. Drops into center field, and Kiefer will pick it up. So that puts runners on first and second, and a base hit for Sales, his first of the day. And now this will pull Max Speed, who also hit a single in the first inning. So Speed gets the practice swings in. Frederickson finds the grip. So runners first and second, top of the second inning with 2 outs. And a 2-1 lead for the Hardhats. Hunt backs off second. Here comes the pitch, and that one in for strike 1. So 0-1 count. And the pitcher for the last game that these two teams play was Ryan Negebauer. He pitched all 5 innings. He threw for 79 pitches. He had 4 hits allowed with 1 runs against, and had 6 strikeouts in the 16-1 victory over the 320 Stars back on May 6th. So that one was in for strike 2. 0-2 count. And Speed, who disagreed with it, joking around with the home plate umpire. So 0-2 count with 2 outs. Frederickson. So he gets ready. Gets the call from Elder. Takes a look back at second. Here comes the pitch. Swung and missed for strike 3 and the third out. So the second strikeout for Rowan Fredrickson here in the inning, his second of the game. Just a single from Tegan Sales and a hit by a pitch from Noah Wald. And that will do it for the top of the second inning. We'll go for the bottom of the third. And the leadoff hitter for the Hardhats will be Dexter Steen. Josh Eller and Blaine Hunt will take a short break, and we'll be back. All right, we're back and ready to go here for the bottom of the second inning and a 2-1 lead for the post-22 Hardhats. And we'll go here through some MLB games currently going on. Currently a 2-0 lead for the Houston Astros over the Tampa Bay Rays. That one in the bottom of the 8th. And the New York Yankees currently having a shutout over the Texas Rangers and then the bottom of the 8th as well in a 5-0. And our last one before we go back to the game, the Brewers 3-0 lead over the Orioles after firing their manager. And 3-0 for the Brewers at the top of the 7th. So leadoff hitter, or excuse me, this is Carter Johnson. So Johnson back to the bat, or hitting after McLeod, who tried to steal second. So Schoenhardt the first pitch. This one inside as leaning back was Johnson avoiding getting hit. And that will drop in for ball 1. So the 1-0 count. Starts off as swung on by Johnson. The play, Sales bobbled it on third. The throw over to first is in time. And they make the catch for the first out. They're ground to third from Johnson. So this will now pull first baseman Dexter Steen, the left-handed batter, as he's now up to the plate. And Steen played 2 out of the 3 games against the Sixers. He was playing as designated hitter as he hit a single and a double on Sunday's game. He went 2 for 3, so 1-0. And Steen, who also played in that game where he hurt his shoulder last time he played the 320 Stars, this one drops it for ball 2. Steen, who went 1 for 2 after, and then he went out for injury. So 2-0 count for Steen as that pitch was down low at ball 3. So to 3 balls, no strikes for Steen as Bauer, who started this game, still on the mound here on the bottom of the second. He takes the step. Here comes the pitch. That one in for strike 1. So 3-1 count for Steen for his first at-bat of the game. First baseman. 3-1. Bauer on the mound. Here comes the right-handed pitch. That one for strike 2. Steen, who thought he was going to get walked, he threw the bat and was still going to make the trot over to first. So he has to go pick up the bat. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes on the count for Steen. So he gets ready. Bauer on the mound. The righty, the pitch off the mound, swung on by Steen. The play is in. Bauer right back to the pitcher. The throw to first is there for the second out. So right back to Bauer, who gave him the pitch. And now the catcher, Josh Elder. Elder entering this game at a .267 batting average and slugging at a .533 for the catcher. As him and Brody Thompson, as well as 2 games for Carter Brager. So they have had 3 different catchers this season for the Hardhats. The first one here for Elder, that will drop for ball 1, as it didn't clear the ball category on the scoreboard. So we go to a 1-0 in the top left of your screen. So 1-0 with 2 down in the bottom of the second. Sales, the pitch comes. Elder swings and misses for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Elder on that last one. He's swung and missed. Here comes the next one to the 1-1 count. This one inside, but that's going to go for the zone for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Elder on the count. Bottom of the second, Bauer as there has been no one here in the bottom of the second for the Hardhats who have gone on base yet. And swings and misses. And a strikeout for Elder, as that will put it away here for the second inning. The first strikeout thrown for Bauer. Nothing much. It was a ground out from Johnson and Steen, and then a strikeout there from Elder. So this will now bring Aiden Bird up to the plate, as we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back for the third inning. All right, we're back. So Thompson was taking in some more pitches as Elder was strapping on the gear. So back to the MLB scores. Currently, the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox 0-0 as that game is in the bottom of the second. And a tie game currently going on between the Detroit Tigers and the St. Louis Cardinals 4-4 in the bottom of the eighth. Phillies have a 3-0 lead over the Rockies. Not a shocker this season for Colorado, as they are 8-39, on pace to be the worst MLB team of all time, as that's the middle of the fourth. And one last here before we go. Top of the first inning, Royals and Giants just got underway. That one currently in a 0-0 score. So third inning, still a 2-1 lead for the Hardhats, as this will pull right fielder Aiden Bird, who is 1-for-1 today, hit a single his first at-bat as he gets ready here for his first pitch. And Frederickson now went in for strike two, and now he has started all 3 innings pitching, starting his first at-batter with a strike. So Frederickson looks to keep that up on an 0-1 count. Here comes the next one. Swings and misses for strike two was Bird. So 0-2 count, 2 pitches in, 2 strikes thrown from the right hand of Rowan Frederickson. So he gets ready. Here comes the third pitch. This one was outside for ball 1. And Bird draws the line on just above the home plate. So to a 1-2 count. Frederickson, the pitch comes. Swan on this one, the play. Roberts, the scoop at third. And the throw to first to Steen is there for the first out of the top of the third. The ground out from third. The play made by Roberts. And now this will pull Max Schoenhardt up. Also 1-for-1 today. Hit a single. So with one down, already here in the top of the third, following that ground out from Bird. First pitch to Schoenhardt. That one got him on the inside. He takes that stare down to Frederickson. So first pitch of the at-bat for Schoenhardt. He gets hit by pitch. So he looks to shake it off, as that's the third hit by pitch today. As the players that have done that, it was Peterson, Noah Wald, and then now Schoenhardt. So he looks just talking to his coach on first base, as the umpires are talking about it. So they're going to say he's back on first, after both umpires in the infield were talking it over. So now this will pull Jet Peterson up to the plate. His last time up, he was hit by pitch. So they have a runner on first with one down in the top of the third. Frederickson, as he looked over the left shoulder on Schoenhardt on first. Frederickson, he's going to throw it over. Steen, as that was down low into the turf. Going to make sure his body was under it so that one wouldn't get away from him. So still waiting for the first pitch of the at-bat to Peterson. Frederickson takes another look on Schoenhardt. The last pitch he threw was a pickoff attempt at first. And Frederickson, the one here to Peterson, now was inside for strike one. Hesitant to swing was Peterson. So we start on an 0-1 count. 0-1 with one out. Frederickson, here comes the pitch. That one up high for ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. On the count for Peterson. Frederickson waits. Frederickson, a throw over to first. Schoenhard just gets back in time. So still 1-1 count with Peterson. Frederickson gets ready. The runner on first. Here comes the pitch. Swings and misses for strike 2. So Peterson will go to a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 down away here in the top of the 3rd inning. Frederickson trying to pick off on first. Steen looked over on the umpire to see if he got him or not, and they say he didn't. So still a 1-2 count. Frederickson. Pitcher as he gets ready here for the next one. Here it comes, down to the dirt. Elder makes the play behind the plate for that one not getting behind him. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Righty waits, still getting the call here from Elder as he gets it. Takes a look over the left shoulder on first base. Here comes the pitch. Down to the dirt, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, and a 2-1 lead for the Hardhats. Frederickson gets the call from Elder. Delivers the pitch. That was strike 3. And that will be a strikeout for Frederickson, making it his 3rd of the game. And now this is going to pull up Anders Lockhart. Lockhart, the second baseman. So he will come up to play, or at the plate. Still with Schoenhard, the runner on first. Frederickson throws quickly and in safe. Steen just trying to get that right hand on the tag. 2 down, 2 hits for the Stars, only 1 hit for the Hardhats. Here with 1 error, as that's what it says on the scoreboard in left field. Frederickson, the pitch coming. This one's going to go up high. This one right over our head for strike 1 off the foul ball. So no balls, 1 strike for the first pitch of the at-bat to Lockhart. Here it comes, and again, this one up high. That will go for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So he takes a step back in the box. Frederickson gets the call here from Elder. Throw over to first. Schoenhard sliding back in time. So we stay to a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Frederickson, the righty on the mound, takes a look in the corner of his eye. Here comes the pitch. And that one, again, down on the turf. That will go for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. So repositioning himself in the right-handed batter's box is Lockhart. Pitch coming for Frederickson. That one up high, ball 3. So 3-1 we go. Top of the 3rd inning. They get ready and waiting. So Frederickson. Here comes the pitch. Swan on the play is right to Reeder at second. The scoop and the underhand throw to second to Blaine Hunt. We'll put it away for the top of the 3rd inning. Hardhats still stay up 2-1. Following a hit by pitch from Max Schoenhardt as he was stuck on first base. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Leading off for the Hardhats will be number 11, shortstop Blaine Hunt, followed by Roberts and Kiefer. we're back and we're ready to go here for the bottom of the third inning as we have a 2-1 lead for the Hardhats over the Post 320 Stars in the showdown of Rapid City. So Kason Costabauer, who is still on the mound for the 320 Stars, he's throwing for one strikeout that was back in the last inning for his first of the game, as Frederickson having 3 in 3 innings. And so the last throw there with the throw from behind the plate as he made the last play that the Hardhats had after a attempt stolen base from Kane McLeod on second. The throw was tagged out. So Hunt, who was pulled up, the hit by pitch Merchant, as there was then 3 for the Stars, as he leads hit by pitches on this team. And entering this game, Hunt at a .364 batting average. The first one will come in. He swings and misses for strike 1. So Hunt will start 0-1 as he steps back in the box. Costabauer gets the call. Here comes the pitch off the mound. That one outside for ball 1. So he evens itself again to 1 ball, 1 strike. Costabauer here on the mound. Here comes the pitch to Hunt. Hunt's going to take a chance on it. And this will hook foul for strike 2. So 1-2 count now for the leadoff hitter in the third inning for shortstop Hunt. 1-2 count. Costabauer waits the call here from Witt. The next one goes outside. That will go for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hunt again checks back in the box, takes the little tap on home plate. 2-2 pitch comes, swings and misses, but it's bounced behind, and he says it's in play, so he's going to take first base. So that will put a runner on first. And a base hit for Blaine Hunt. Third strike got away from Witt. So Roberts puts himself back up to the plate as he was walked, and then he had his 15th stolen base of the season, and then also added to his 22nd run of this season. So here comes the first one, Roberts. This one up high. That will go for ball 1. So Hunt also having 14 stolen bases this season, as Hunt's on-base percentage is a .512. So 1-0 count for Roberts. Costabauer, the pitch comes on the bunt. This one's going to be well placed. Sails the throw from third. The bounce in. The dirt is in safe. And Roberts, first baseman for the Stars, Max Speed can't believe it. So Roberts is going to get a single off the successful bunt. So 1 on first and 1 on second. This will pull Kiefer up. His last time up, hit an RBI triple, and was also added in for a run, making it his 16th run of the season. So Speed, who was in some disbelief that he couldn't believe that the runner was safe on first, and Costabauer, who takes a step off the mound. He's going to take a quick talk here with the umpire in the infield. So their discussion is wrapped up. Still gets the sign here and the okay. The point back on first, or excuse me, the pitcher, the home plate umpire. First one here to Kiefer for Costabauer. It's going to be another bunt. This one popped up, and that'll go straight back to the 22 dugout. So off the bunt, this will go 0-1. And Roberts, who got on base following the bunt, which advanced Hunt to second. So Kiefer will go 0-1, takes a look back at manager Kelvin Torvey, who is placed on third base. He gives a sign to all base runners and the batter. Costabauer gets the call from Witt. Still waiting. Here comes the pitch. Swung on by Kiefer. This one's high up in the air, right field, as this is going to be caught. Hunt will check up at second, and he will go into third. So that puts 1 away here in the and this is going to put runners on the corners with 1 down, and this will put Wyatt Reeder up to the plate. So Reeder, who grounded to second, but also he was the reason Kiefer came in to score. So with one down, Costabauer, the pitch comes as Roberts takes off to go to first, and he will get a stolen base. So Roberts gets another stolen base, gets number 16 on the year. So 1-0 count. Still off the bump is Kostenbauer. So he takes the step back on. So 1-0 for Reeder. With one down in the bottom of the third. Here comes the pitch. This one outside gets away from Witt. Hunt's going to come in to score, and he will. 3-1 Hardhats. And Roberts advances to third. So 2-0. That one just got out of the way from Witt. So Hunt adds another run for him on the season, making it his 17th run of the year. So 3-1 now in favor of the Hardhats. 2-0 the count with Reeder at bat. Kosbauer, the pitch comes. This one up high, ball 3. And Reeder will take it. So 3-0 count now with only one down. Roberts on third base for the Hardhats. Here on the mound, the righty extends as that one inside as he got a hit by pitch, but he will take it anyway. So runners on. So a walk from Reeder. And we'll have a quick talk here on the mound. As the And now back, so K. McLeod, who was walked his first at bat for the left fielder. And McLeod's on base percentage at a .397. So still with one down, runners on the corners. Here for the Hardhats. Only one down in the bottom of the third. Kossebauer. Here comes the pitch to McLeod. This one is going to be in for strike one. A 1 pitch, here it comes. This one down low, ball 1. Reeder takes off to second, and he's going to go out, but Roberts will come in to score. So that puts all runners off the base, 4-1. And Witt, who makes the throw over, so 1-1 is the count. So Reeder, who tried to take off the second, gets tagged out. So McLeod, who is still in, here comes the pitch. This one in for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third inning with 2 outs now. Pitch from Kossbauer, swung on the McLeod. The play to shortstop. Bobble that goes behind him. That will be a base hit. And K. McLeod will get a single. So the first error for the Stars today. And now back to the DH in Jace Morgan as he popped to shortstop his last time up. So Kossebauer gets back on the mound. Morgan, the left-handed batter now with a runner on first. Here comes the first pitch. This one down low. That will go in for ball 1. So Morgan will start 1-0 on the count. Here comes the pitch, swung on by Morgan. This one is going into right center, and this will be caught by center fielder Jet Peterson for the third out. So that will do it for the bottom of the third inning. A 2-run score in there. Roberts, who comes in to score And then McLeod, who got on base, and it was also Blaine Hunt who came in to score. So 4-1 the score after 3. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back for the 4th inning between the Hardhats and the Stars. So leadoff hitter for the Pulse 320 Stars will be Colby Witt. And Witt, his first at bat is he grounded to second base. So Frederickson will still remain on the mound for the Hardhats. Here comes the first pitch. This one up high. That will go for ball 1. So 1-0 count for Witt. Frederickson, here comes the next one. As that one in for strike 1. So evens back to 1-1. So Frederickson, 3 strikeouts through three innings of play. 1-1 pitch count comes. This one down low, ball 2. Elder makes the catch behind the plate. So 2-1. Frederickson gets the ball back from Elder, gets the call. Here comes the pitch. Swung on by Witt. This one's going to left field. McLeod will make the play. Stops, plants the feet, makes the catch for the first out. As the pop to left field from Witt. From Wald. So, Colton Melhoff, as he comes back in at the top, as he comes in for the injured Jonah Blake. Here comes this one. This one will go foul, so this will go to an 0-1 count. So 0-1 with 2 down. Frederickson, the righty, waits the call as he gets an out from Elder. 2 down quickly. Here comes the next one. Swings and misses for strike 2. Colton Melhoff. 0-2, 2 down. Frederickson, the righty on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Swings and misses. And a strikeout, making it for his 4th of the game. A quick top of the 4th. It's still a 4-1 lead for the Hardhats. And 4 innings through. We'll take another short break, and we'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th between the Hardhats and the 320 Stars. we're back and we're ready to go here. So, still on the mound, Kason Kossebauer for the 320 Stars, and the leadoff hitter is going to be number 23, Carter Johnson. So Johnson takes the slide in the right-handed batter's box. And Johnson, who grounded to third base his last time up. So 4-1 lead, 2 hits for each team. Here comes the first one. That one was inside. That will go for ball 1. So Johnson starts 1-0. As Kossebauer gets ready here for the next call. Delivers a pitch, swung on by Johnson. This one into left center. And left fielder Schoenhardt is under it, makes the catch for the first out. So one down in the bottom of the fourth. From the pop to left field from Johnson. And now first baseman, the Steen being Dexter Steen. You see grounded out right back to the pitcher his first time up. So left-handed batter to the right-handed pitcher. First one here from Kossebauer. This one up high and outside, ball 1. So 1-0 to the count. For Steen's first pitch of his at-bat, for his second at-bat of the game. Here comes the next one. That one was inside, down low near the legs. That will go for ball 2. And this one just goes over the head of Kossebauer as no runners on base. Another pitch. That one almost went over the head again. He makes the catch. So 2 balls, no strikes. 1 down. Kossebauer, the pitch coming to Steen, just trying to get outside of the way for that one. That will go in for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes with 1 out. Kossebauer gets ready here. Steen in the ready position. Here comes the pitch, and that went in for strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. So Steen took a step out of the box, takes the step right back in. 3-1 pitch comes, swung on by Steen. The hook foul. That one goes right back into the 320 dugout. So foul, that will go for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Still with only 1 down. As they wait here for the next one. Steen, who went to an early 3-0 count in the last 2 pitches, were in for 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch coming from Kossebauer. This one just got a piece of Steen. So a hit by pitch for him. And this will go now over the runner on first. So this will pull Josh Elder up to the plate. Elder, who struck out. So the only strikeout for Kossebauer came on Elder's first at-bat. So he'll get ready with Steen taking the lead off of first. Here comes the pitch for Kossebauer. Elder, who tried to go for the bunt, but they'll go in for a strike. And Steen's going to take off to second, so he'll advance on the wild pitch. As Elder was saying that he maybe have not gone. The home plate umpire said he did. So Steen will stay at second. Or he advanced to second off the wild pitch. So this will go to an 0-1 count. Kossebauer gets ready. He gets the call from Witt. Takes a look back on second now. Here comes the pitch. And that one was up high for ball 1 off of Elder. So 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-1 lead for the Hardhats. Kossebauer again takes a look back at second. They back off of second base. Here comes the pitch. This one up and high, ball 2. Now for Elder's count. So Elder, he has hit 3 singles, 3 doubles, and 1 triple this season for the senior catcher. To a 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Swings and misses for strike 2. That one was down on the turf. So 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. Will take his lead off of second. Kossebauer gives the nod to a 2-2 count. Pitch coming. Steen takes off to go to third. Witt can't control it, and Steen will get a stolen base. So now we go to a 3 count with Elder. Count will drop back out. Sales made that catch way behind him, and he fell all the way to his back. So now this will pull Blaine Hunt. Hit a single his first time up. So Steen will still stay at third. So he checks back in the box. 2 down in the bottom of the fourth. Here comes the pitch from Kossebauer. That one in for strike one. Hunt will let that one fly through. Excuse me. 0-1 count with 2 outs. Kossebauer, the righty, delivers. This one will go high for ball one to a 1-1 count. Steen sits on third. Hunt, second at bat of the game. Here comes the third pitch. This one thought about it, but that will go up high for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike for the freshman Hunt with 2 outs. So they both get ready. Sales, here comes the pitch. That one got him again. The hit by pitch merchant strikes again. So he will go to first. And now back to the top of the list for Aiden Roberts. Has a single today, which was his last at bat and a walk. And we have a meeting back again on the mound for the Hardhats, or excuse me, for the 320 Stars. So it's still 2 down remaining. Hunt on first, Steen still on third with Roberts having 2 stolen bases today with a run and a single and a walk. So Kossebauer will still stay in. So just a short mound visit. Runners on the corners help out a lot for the Hardhats. When you get a base hit in, you can get one in scoring position, and you can possibly put the runner on first to second or third, or just bring them all in, which Roberts can do. Roberts hitting 2 home runs this season. Both were in the same game against the Missoula Mavericks in the 4-game series we had up there against Billings, or in Billings. And that went in for strike one. So Roberts will start 0-1. Second pitch coming from Kostenbauer. Looks over on first where Hunt is. Dead straight looking at Steen on third. Here comes the pitch. Hunt will take off. Roberts hits this one high deep to right field. And this is going to be caught for the third out. So a high fly ball to right field from Roberts is caught for the third out. That'll do it for the 4th inning. Steen and Hunt both got on base, but that will do it. As we'll take a short break, and we'll be back for the 5th inning between the Hardhats and the Post 320 Stars in a 4-1 lead. And we're back, so Frederickson will still stay on the mound here to start this fifth inning for the Hardhats as they get ready. And the leadoff hitter is Tegan Sales at third base, and made that catch earlier. On third base, the pop foul from Elder. So this one will go inside for ball one. Sun is down, lights are on here for the night game. In the 9-inning game between the Hardhats and the Stars, this one goes towards the 22 dugout on a foul. So back to a 1-1 count for the leadoff hitter in Sales. 1 ball, 1 strike. Following a foul ball, headed towards the 22 dugout. Here comes the pitch, swung on again. This one will hit the netting, and this will now go to a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Back in the box goes Sales, hitting a single on his last at-bat. Walked his first. Here comes the next one. Swings, just got a piece of it. So he'll foul again. So this goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Frederickson gets the call. Here comes a righty pitch. This one's going to get hit. This one stays fair on the line. Steen sliding in. They stay safe. So Steen, who bobbled it on the first base line. So that will be a base hit from Tegan Sales. It's his second base hit and his second single of the game. And now Max Speed up to the plate. 1 for 2 today, a single and a strikeout. Steen, who lost his helmet, also trying to make that play as he was sliding in, diving to make that, to get him out on first. So the leadoff hitter Sales is on first base for the Stars. Here comes the next one. Swings and misses for Speed for strike 1. So 1-0 count, 0-1 count. So runner on first, staying in that ready position with Sales for the Stars, and the throw over there. Trying to get the pick off. He goes in safe. So we still stay on a no ball, 1 strike count for Speed. He checks back up in the box. Frederickson gets ready. Looking in the corner of eye. Here comes his pitch. Swung on by Speed. Hunt makes the play but drops it. That's one. Reader the throw to second. Or first is in time. A double play from the Hardhats. What a play. That could have been caught by Hunt. He didn't make the catch. It was picked up by Reader. Tags the second base and the throw to first. Still made out for a great play. And now Aiden Bird, 1 for 2 today, a single and a ground out. And this one's going to get hit. Reader makes the play, running in, gets the left hand. The throw to first is just there in time. 1, 2, 3 does it for the top of the 5th. It was a double play made from Wyatt Reader. And then just that one, the ground right back to second from Bird. And that will do it for the top of the 5th. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for the Hardhats to hit in the bottom of the 5th. So Lars Kiefer, the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Case and Costabauer still on the bump for the 320 Stars. Kiefer, 1 for 2 today. He has a triple, and then the last time up, he popped to right field. So he gets the okay. First pitch here from Kossabauer to Kiefer. This one goes inside and out of the way. So Witt, who didn't catch that one, that'll go back. So it starts to 1-0 for Kiefer's at bat. Third of the game. Kiefer on the season hitting 11 singles, 2 doubles, and just getting his first triple of the season. This one's going to get hit. This one stays fair on the third base line. That one hit deep back of the wall, left field. Rounding first is Kiefer, and he's going to plant himself at second. So a double for Lars Kiefer. And now he's 2 for 3. And that just saying how many singles, doubles, or triples he has had this season. He has for his third double. And now this will pull Wyatt Reeder up as he hit a sacrifice hit his first time up and was walked just his last at bat. And so 0 for 2 for him today. So a quick checkup between Witt and Kossabauer on the mound. So gets the okay. So Kiefer, who is at second, with Reeder at bat now here in the bottom of the fifth on a 4-1 lead still for the Hardhats. Here comes the pitch. Reeder takes advantage of it. This one is going to hit to the right side. This will hook foul. So we go to an 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. From the first pitch of the at-bat to Reeder. Reeder's got a lot of power. 0-1 count. Kossbauer looks back at second where Kiefer is. Here comes the pitch. Reeder swings. This one gets to the middle of the gap. And Kiefer is going to round third. Kiefer is coming to score. The throw from center field is not in time. And Kiefer will get a score from second base. And Reeder will hit a double. And the Hardhats now have a 5-1 lead. So an RBI double from Reeder. And then a run and scored from Kiefer. This will pull McLeod up. And McLeod, who has a walk and a single today. As they all greet Kiefer with the fist bumps in the dugout. So now to a 4-run lead. Kossbauer takes a look back at second where Reeder is, as this one popped up high up in the air. And Witt, who couldn't find it for a second, this one back on the grass field. So this is an 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. Following Reeder's RBI double. Back-to-back doubles from Kiefer and Reeder. So 0-1, Kossbauer takes a look back at second. Here comes the pitch to McLeod. He wanted it, but this will drop down low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Almost 8:30 here in Rapid City. Almost an hour and a half here through this game of this 9-inning game. Currently bottom of the 5th. 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. This one down. Witt gets behind it. Reeder wanted to go, but he can't. So Witt picks up the catcher's mask now to a 2-ball, 1 strike count. So right-handed batter Kane McLeod playing left field today. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs in the bottom of the 5th. With the runner and Reeder on second. Swanholm and McLeod to play to Sales at third. And he's going to throw over to first. Reeder, who will take advantage of it, sliding to third. So a ground to third for McLeod. And now Morgan 0 for 2 today. So he comes in now. Reeder in scoring position on third base. And Morgan taking in his final practice swings. First one he'll take is a ball. So he gets ready on a 1-0 count. Kossabauer, the pitch comes. Swan on. This one goes to the middle, and that will drive Reeder in to score. It is 6-1 Hardhats. An RBI single from Jace Morgan. So an RBI single, which gets Reeder in a run. And now Reeder having 22 runs on the season. And now Carter Johnson, the best piece of sports advice he has ever received is hard work beats talent when talent doesn't want to work hard. Also a nickname being Tater, parents Jeff and Lindsay. He's been a post 22 player since 2020, entering his senior season. A non sport thing he's very passionate about is his faith in Jesus Christ, who died for all of us. And would you rather play an amazing game and lose or play an average game and win? He said he'd rather play an average game and win. Baseball is the ultimate team sport. Anything I can do as a player to help the team win, I will do. If it's a sacrifice bunt or moving a runner over another teammate, push that runner, he will do it. So the throw to second, and that one can't get the one at first. So Johnson rounding first, trying to go into second, and that one gets through. That one left field. Johnson gets up at second. He's running to third. And Carter Johnson rounding third, possibly going for the home run. Johnson, is he getting it? He's safe! An inside the park home run for Carter Johnson. And the Hardhats 7-1. Play the Benny Hill theme music song. An inside the park home run from Carter Johnson. I was going through and I didn't even realize he hit until I heard the crack of the bat. So now 7-1 the score. With 2 outs, they got a play out at second. The throw to first. Speedo couldn't get the glove onto it. And now this will bring Steen up. This one's hit until the center field. That will drop. And that will put a runner on board now for Dexter Steen. Had a stolen base his last at-bat. So Cosabauer will still stay in. Josh Elder, who's up to the plate. So with Steen on first base, as Cosbauer still looking, waiting the pitch call. Here comes for Elder. Elder will take that one for ball one. And Elder, last time he played the Pulse 320 Stars, he hit one over the right field wall to give it for his first home run of the season. So he will start on a 1-0 count. Cosbauer gets ready. Here comes the hit from Elder. That's going to drop into center field. Steen rounding second, and he will go to third. So that's going to be a single for Josh Elder. As that is Elder's 4th single of the season, and we get another meeting here on the mound for Cosbauer. Runners on the corner still with 2 down, and Blaine Hunt up next. So they will discuss some things over. And that's going to be the game for Kaysen Cosabauer. Out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Through for 1 strikeout. We will see who they will pull up to the plate now. So trying to get the crowd involved. Big so far after an inside the park home run from Carter Johnson. So, on the mound, I believe will be number 3, Tegan Sales. So the pitcher on the mound will get some warm-up throws. So with 2 outs still here in the bottom of the 1st. Or bottom of the 1st, what the heck? Bottom of the 5th. The Hardhats We'll have Blaine Hunt hitting. And the single season pitching record for the Post 22 Hardhats is Chad Coley back in 1989, followed by Kevin Morshing in 2003. So it will be Tegan Sales who will be the pitcher for the 320 Stars. So runners on the corners with Elder and Steen for the Hardhats. Hunt, a single his first at bat, and then hit by a pitch his last at bat. So Witt will give a call here to all of his infielders and pitcher. And Sales now after. So Kossebauer, who is the starting pitcher, he will go to third base with Sales now, who is playing third base, goes to starting pitcher. And now Sales gets ready. Here comes the first pitch. Hunt hits this one high into center right. Going back, Peterson makes the catch at center field for the third out. But a big inning inside the park home run from Carter Johnson helped this game make it 7-1. And then an RBI double from Wyatt Reeder, an RBI single from Jace Morgan. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back to get ready for the sixth inning between the Hardhats and the Stars. We're back, and Rowan Frederickson is on the mound here for the Post 22 Hardhats. His nickname is Rowboat. Parents are Marianne and David. He's been a Post 22 player since 2021. What's the most important quality in a teammate? As Rowan Frederickson said, the ability to communicate and make each other better. And then, would you rather play an amazing game and lose or play an average game and win? He said average game and win. And his favorite food is Mama Fred's tater tot hot dish. As that is a little to get to know about Rowan Frederickson. So he's still on the mound as we get ready here for the top of the sixth inning. A 7-1 lead for the Hardhats. 6-run lead. So as they get ready, and the leadoff hitter is going to be number 9, Max Schoenhard. Schoenhard hit a single his first at bat, then hit by pitch his last. So Frederickson, who has made it all the way through, starting this game for the Hardhats. So the righty gets the right arm warmed up. First pitch here of the sixth inning in the 9-inning game. Here comes the first one as Schoenhard got a piece of this. We'll go back, but this one is already called for foul ball. So 0-1. Frederickson gets the ball there from Elder. 0-1 count for the leadoff hitter in Schoenhard. Here comes the pitch. This one was in for strike 2. So 0-2 count for Frederickson to Schoenhard, the pitcher, to the batter. Steps back in the box, gets the call from Elder. On deck, Jet Peterson. Here comes the pitch. That one down in the dirt for ball 1. Elder backstopping that one. So 1-2 count. Top of the sixth. 7-1. Hardhats have the lead. Here comes the pitch from Frederickson. Swung on by Schoenhard. This one can't make the catch as Hunt now will drop into center field. So his second single of the day for Schoenhard. So he'll go back on first. And now Jet Peterson, the center fielder, hit by pitch his first time up and struck out his last. 4 strikeouts for Frederickson on the day. They both get ready. Runner on first. Here comes the pitch. This one up and high. Ball one the count. 1-0. Peterson takes the step back in the batter's box. Frederiksen looks back on first. Steen in the ready position. They're going to try to get Schoenhardt here. The tag, and he's in safe. So, still a 1-0 count. Waiting for the second pitch of the at-bat for Peterson. We have a quick time as the infield umpire said something really quick there to Frederiksen. So he collects the information given from the umpire. So 1-0 count. Frederiksen. Here comes the pitch to Peterson. Swings and misses for strike one. So 1-1 count. Still with no outs. 7 hits for the Hardhats, 4 hits for the Stars, 3 errors for the Stars to the Hardhats, 2 errors. So to a 1-1 count, Frederiksen off the mound. This one down in the dirt. Elder backstopping it again. That will go for ball 2 as Schoenhardt wanted to go to second, and he held back. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Frederiksen again, a look back on first. Frederiksen a throw over, trying to get the pick off. In safe goes Schoenhardt again. So they're still fighting through the first base. 3 pickoffs have been thrown here on this at-bat. 2 balls, 1 strike for Peterson. Frederiksen here with the pitch. This one was down and outside, ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike with no outs in the top of the 6th inning. And Peterson gets back in, ready to go. 3-1 count, Frederiksen here with the pitch. And that one in for strike 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count for Rowan Frederiksen. Takes a look back on first. Frederiksen right on the mound, delivers the pitch and gets him. Strikes him out. The second back-to-back times Peterson will strike out. And that's adding for the 5th strikeout of the game for Frederiksen. And this is going to pull Anders Lockhart, the second baseman, up, because he's 0 for 2 today. So Schoenhardt still on first, the first out of the strikeout. And Frederiksen, we see some action in the bullpen for the Hardhats. And now Frederiksen, first pitch here for Lockhart, got a piece of it. He'll foul off and it goes to a 0-1 count. So 0-1 with 1 down, as it has cooled off quite a bit here. Still 51 degrees, but with no sun. And the wind is very mild, just 5 miles per hour. And the high today was 56 degrees. And now the pitch coming for Frederiksen. That one in for strike 2. So 0-2 count here for Anders Lockhart. Frederiksen gets ready with 1 down. Schoenhardt, the runner on first for the 320 Stars. Throw back to first on the pickoff. Schoenhardt slides in safe. Still stays no balls, 2 strikes. Frederiksen will lean over the shoulder for the look at first. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. Third ball drop. Elder will throw to second. That one gets past Hunt. So that's going to put a runner on first and second with only 1 down.
Swinging strike 3. Runner advances to second on ball 1.
So only a runner on second after a missed strike 3. Swing and a miss, so that will be 2 outs. And now this will pull Colby Witt up to the plate. So Frederiksen gets ready here. Runner on second following Schoenhardt, advancing on that throw to second from Elder. And that will go in for ball 1. So to a 1-0 count. Here comes the pitch for Frederickson. That one just got a piece of it. Was Witt. Fouls off. This one will go to the first strike of the count, so evens itself to 1-1. So they get a new ball there. On deck, Noah Wald, the shortstop for the 320 Stars. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 down. Schoenhardt, the runner on second for the 320 Stars. The pitch comes for Frederickson. This one's hit. Roberts can't make there in time, but what a play by Hunt. And Schoenhardt, who wasn't on the bag quite enough, but that will be a base run or base hit from Witt. So 2 down still. And now Noah Wald hit by pitch his first at bat and grounded to shortstop his next. And we have a meeting here on the mound with Frederickson. So 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning, a 7-1 lead. The runners on the corners for the 320 Stars. We'll see if they're going to pull a pitcher out from the bullpen or not. But with Schoenhardt on third base and now following the single from catcher Colby Witt. So it was just a quick mound visit as Frederickson, the rowboat, will still stay on the mound. Eller returns back to behind home plate, 2 down, and a 6-run lead for Post 22. Looking to improve on their 14-1-1 record. So Frederickson will take a look back on first base. Now looks straight ahead at third. With 2 down, Frederickson, the pitch comes. This one's swung on by Wald. Hunt makes the play. The throw to first in time for the 3rd out. That's going to do it for the top of the 6th inning. Still a 7-1 lead for the Hardhats as they escape away with runners on the corners with 2 down. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back for the bottom of the 6th inning between the Hardhats and the Stars. We're back and ready to go here for the bottom of the 6th inning between the Post 22 Hardhats and the Post 320 Stars. So Tegan Sales, who is on the mound, as he's going to get in his warm-up throws. As he came in middle of that 5th inning to relieve the starting pitcher, Kason Kossebauer, as he is playing on third base after switching Sales and Kossebauer on third. So the leadoff hitter will be back to the top of the order in Aiden Roberts. Roberts having a single today, also 2 stolen bases. Last time he was up, he popped to right field. So Roberts gets the call into the box. They get ready here for the bottom of the 6th in this 9-inning game. Sales, the righty on the mound, here with his first pitch of the inning, and that's going to get hit by Roberts. So he's going to take first base off a hit by pitch, first pitch of the inning. And now this will pull Kiefer up to the plate, hitting a double and a triple today, 2 for 3. Kiefer, his first at-bat, had an RBI triple, which was his first of the year. And Roberts, the on-base percentage for him is at a .58. So he will get ready now. So, first pitch in, it was a hit by pitch off of Roberts, so he takes the lead off of first. Here comes this one. Swings and misses for strike one on Kiefer. So 0-1 count. He'll take the practice swing out of the box. Steps back into 0-1 count. Sales gets the call from Witt. Here comes the pitch. And swings and misses for strike two for Kiefer. So an 0-2 count with no outs. A runner on first and Roberts for post 22 Hardhats. Sales in the ready position, in the waiting position, ready for the pitch call from Witt behind the plate. 0-2 count. And he'll take a step off the mound. So 0-2. And Sales, who took a quick second off the mound, steps right back on. Here comes a pitch. Roberts takes off. Swung on by Kiefer. He'll strike out, but Roberts goes in and safe on second. So the third stolen base of the game for Roberts. And Kiefer, who will strike out for the first out here. So this pulls Reeder up. And Roberts' 17th stolen base of the year. And Reeder hit an RBI double his last time up. And we have a quick time here as Witt will talk to Sales. Reeder hitting his 21st RBI of the year. He leads all Hardhats players in that category by 8+. So he has that one by a little bit. Roberts leads with a few of them too. Roberts having 2 runs today, just 1 run ahead of Reeder. Roberts also holds the stolen base, adding to another one today for his 3rd of the game. So Reeder's first pitch here coming from Sales. This one outside, that will go for ball 1. So a 1-0 count will start. Roberts on second. Sales again takes a double take back. Roberts takes off to third with the throw to third. Roberts in safe. Adds another stolen base. Number 4 in the game. So he will go on third now to a 2-0 count for Reeder. Sales gets ready. And a 7-1 lead for the Hardhats. Sales extends off the mound, the right-hand pitcher, and that will go for ball 3. So 3-0 count for Reeder with Roberts on third after his second solo base in this inning. Reeder checks back in the box. 3-0 count. Here it comes from Sales. That one outside. That will walk Wyatt Reeder. And that puts runners on the corners. And now K. McLeod, the left fielder, hit a single in today's game. He's got a ground out and a walk. And Witt again, he'll give a call sign here to the team. With runners on first and third, Reeder and Roberts, with only 1 down. So Torvey also giving a sign, the manager for the Hardhats, on what they want to do. So Sales ready here for McLeod. Here comes the pitch. Reeder takes off the second. McLeod hits this one. This one going deep back to the left wall. And this one is off the wall. And this is going to bring in, that's going to be an RBI double for McLeod. And that's going to bring in 2 runs scored. 9-1. I couldn't see if that ball went out of play, but it's still in. So a 2 RBI double for K. McLeod. McLeod, who hit the first home run of the year. For the Hardhats near the Black Hills Surgical Field. So a 9-1 lead now. So McLeod will take his lead off of second, still with only 1 down. Sales now with Morgan up to bat, and that will be a balk. So he will advance to third. And we have another quick meeting between Witt and Sales on the mound. 8-run lead. After this inning, we'll take another look at the MLB scores as some have finalized. But with some NHL playoff hockey going on, tonight was Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final between the Carolina Panthers and the Florida Panthers, the defending Stanley Cup champs, and they defeat Carolina of a score of 5-2. So a 1-0 series lead for the Panthers, and then game one of the Western Conference Finals tonight between the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars. That is for playoff hockey in the NHL. So Morgan gets ready for the first pitch of his at bat. This one will go outside for ball one now. And McLeod on third base following the balk. Here comes the next one. Morgan, as they say, he went for it. So this will go to a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sales. Still waiting the call here from Witt. He's ready. Here comes the pitch. That one down in the dirt. Gets away from Witt. McLeod's going to come in to score, and it's 10-1 Hardhats. So that pulls all runners off the bags, and that was in for ball two. So a 9-run lead, 10-1 in the bottom of the sixth. So McLeod will add to it now his 14th run of the year. So 2-1 pitch count coming. Morgan's going to hit this one. That one through the gap. And a base hit for Jace Morgan. And he gets his second single of the game. And this will pull Carter Johnson, who had an inside the park home run his last time up. So Johnson steps in with Morgan on first base, and a 10-1 lead now for Post 22 over the 320 Stars. Sales, who gets ready. Here comes the pitch, as this one high and inside for ball one. So Witt, who was holding on to that ball to see if Morgan was going to take off from first or not. On deck, Dexter Steen for the Hardhats. So Sales gets ready to the 1-0 pitch count. Here it comes, as this one high and inside as well for ball two for Peter Johnson. 2 balls, no strikes. Sales, who gets ready. Morgan inching closer to second base. Here comes the pitch. That was going to be in for strike one. So the first strike of the count for Johnson. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 down in the bottom of the sixth. Sales kicks and deals. That one down low, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 down now with Johnson on board. So he gets ready. Sales with a runner behind his back and Morgan on first. Here comes the pitch, swung on by Johnson, and this will go foul out of the playing field. This will go to 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count following that foul ball. Mention upcoming games for the Hardhats tomorrow at 6 o'clock in Sturgis to play the Post 33 Titans. And then over the weekend, a doubleheader on Friday. And this one was inside for ball 4. That's going to walk Johnson. So runners on first and second. And then a doubleheader on Friday between the CBC Post 2 Oilers from Casper at 4:30 and 7. And that is on Friday, home games. And then 1 game on 2 o'clock on Saturday against Casper. So 10-1 after bottom of the sixth. Sorry about losing the sound there real quick. So a 2 RBI double from K McLeod, which helps a 10-1 lead. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back for the 7th inning between the Hardhats and the Stars. We're back and ready to go for the 7th inning. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 13, Ryan Negebauer. For him this season, he has 17 innings pitched, a 2-0 record, 27 strikeouts to 16 walks with a 2.059 ERA with a whip of a 1.588 as he comes in to relieve Ron Frederickson, who threw for 5 strikeouts through 6 innings of play, only allowing 1 run and having 4 hits. So Negebauer gets in his warm-up throws in the top of the 7th. The leadoff hitter will be number 1, Kason Costabauer. So he will, as he takes Sale's spot. So back with some MLB scores. We'll refresh the page here. Currently bottom of the 7th inning, the White Sox have a 1-0 lead over the Mariners. And the Phillies over the Rockies 7-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Giants over the Royals 2-1 in the top of the 5th. 1-1 game between the Angels and the Athletics, bottom of the 4th. And the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks, bottom of the 4th, 0-0. Cubs really put a beating on to the Marlins, 14-1 a final score. Pirates get a shutout over the Reds, 1-0. So all final clicks of the Hardhats here. I think they're just going to go through 7 innings here. So Negebauer to come in and try to get the win here for the Hardhats. So Elder, the final talks with Negebauer. So he will get ready. First pitch of the 7th inning. Negebauer, it comes here to Costabauer. That one's in for a strike. So 1-0-1 count. That will start off. So Negebauer gets ready to 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. And that one's swung on. This will go foul for strike 2. So 0-2 count. Negebauer gets back on the mound with a new ball. 0-2. Delivers the pitch as Negebauer. That one in for strike 3 and a strikeout for the first out here. So Negebauer adding for his 28th strikeout of the year. 2 more to go. So Tegan Sales, as he will come in, hitting 2 singles today and a walk. Only with 1 down here in the top of the 7th. And Negebauer, the righty on the mound. Here comes the pitch. This one up and high. That will go for ball 1. Negebauer picks up the hard hat after that one. The hard right arm. Too much whip on it. Lost the hard hat. 1-0 count. Negebauer delivers. This one down on the turf for ball 2. 2-0 count for Negebauer as he'll get ready. And this one was going to get in for ball 3. So 3-0 count here for the second batter in the 7th inning. And Tegan Sales, Negebauer with the next pitch. This one is in for strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Negebauer gets ready again. Takes a step and a time call by Sales. So just stalling some time making Negebauer rethink some things to a 3-1 pitch coming here from Negebauer, as that one was in for strike 2. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down in the top of the 7th. On deck, max speed. 3-2. Here comes the pitch from Negebauer. Swings and misses for out number 2 and strike 3. 1 more to go. The second strikeout for Ryan Negebauer, making it his 29th on the year. And now max speed having a single strikeout and a ground out today. So 1 more to go. 2 down in the top of the 7th. Negebauer gets the call from Elder. Here comes the first one to Speed. Swings and misses for strike 1. So an 0-1 count, 2 more strikes to go. And the third and final out of this game. So Negebauer gets ready. The 0-1 count. Takes a step on the mound, and he takes the step off. That one was inside. That will go for ball 1. It looked like it clipped Speed at first, but it didn't. High and inside, ball 1 with strike 1 with 2 down. So Negebauer, the righty on the mound, gets ready. It's the 1-1 pitch. He'll take a step off the mound. So Speed takes his check back in the box. Negebauer is ready to go after taking the step off. To the 1-1 pitch. Negebauer takes the step, delivers the pitch, as that one outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 more out away from putting this game away against the 320 Stars. 2-1 count. Negebauer, the righty on the mound, here comes with the pitch. That one in for strike 2. 1 more strike away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jaws theme music plays in the back, waiting for which one will strike. 2-2-2, all on the left field scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Negebauer delivers a pitch and got Speed. So a hit by pitch. That's going to put a runner on first for the Stars. And now this will pull Aiden Bird up to the plate, as he has a single and 2 groundouts today, 1 for 3. So Speed, who was hit by pitch, he'll be on first base. So Negebauer, who took a step off the mound, waiting for the first pitch here for right fielder Aiden Bird. So Negebauer, ready to go. Here comes the pitch. And first one is going to go off a foul tip outside. So we'll start 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Negebauer takes the step off the mound. Comes back on top of the bump. 0-1 with 2 outs. Negebauer lifts the leg. The pitch comes. Swung on by Bird. This one is going to go for foul again. So 0-2 count. 1 more strike away from the third and final out of this game. And Negebauer will get a new ball here from the home plate umpire. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Negebauer will look over on first. He'll shag it off. Negebauer lifts the leg. Here comes the pitch. This one up high for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Negebauer gets the call here again from Elder. 2 down, 1 more strike away from the third out. Here comes the pitch from Negebauer. And he just got a piece of the foul tip, so we'll stay on a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Negebauer ready, takes a look back on first where Speed is. Negebauer lifts the leg, delivers the pitch, swung on again, fouls it. Stays alive on a 1-2 count. 320 Stars giving it all they got to try to get 9 runs here in the top of the 7th inning. So Negebauer gets the A-OK. Runner on first. Takes a look over. Negebauer kicks and deals. Here's the pitch. And again, fights off a foul. So 3 balls in a row have been for fouls. So we stay on a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Bird waits. And now Negebauer takes the one last look over on first base. Negebauer, the righty, pitch is delivered. Swung up. This one's popped up high. This one is going out of the play of the grass field. So 4 foul balls in a row from Aiden Bird. And Negebauer will still hold it off here. So Negebauer takes a step off the mound, resets on a 1-2 pitch count. 2 down. Negebauer from the pitcher's mound. Here comes the throw. That one down low. That's going to go for ball 2. So evens to 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, top of the 7th inning. 10-1 lead for the Hardhats. Negebauer gets the call from Elder. Runner on first. Lifts the leg. Here comes the pitch. This one's going to get hit into right center. That's going to drop, and that's going to go back to the wall. So speed is going to come in to score. And that's going to be 1. So the 320 Stars get on the board off an RBI triple from Aiden Bird. All those foul balls have paid back. So this will pull Schoenhardt up now, an 8-run game. So with a runner on third, 1 run comes in to score with an RBI triple. Negebauer, the pitch comes to Schoenhardt. This one is going to go foul. We go to an 0-1 count. This one again back to the grass field. 0-1 count. Negebauer gets a new ball. Waits the call from Elder. Here comes the pitch. This one high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, still with 2 outs. Runner on third and Bird. Here comes the pitch from Negebauer. In for strike 2. Back to 1 more strike away from the third and final out. 1-2 the count. Negebauer takes the step off the mound. This one up high, ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Negebauer ready here for Schoenhardt. And now the deliverer of the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to drop into center field and an RBI single. And now 10-3. We have cut it down to a 7-run lead. So Schoenhardt is... And this is going to pull Jet Peterson up. 2 strikeouts today with a hit by pitch. So with a runner on first, with 2 down, Negebauer looks over at first. Here comes the first one to Peterson. This one was up high, ball 1. So 1-0 to start off this at-bat. 2 strikeouts from Negebauer here in the 7th inning. 1-0 count. Here comes the pitch, and that one was outside, ball 2. So 2-0 count for Peterson with Schoenhardt on first following his RBI single. Negebauer's ready. Here comes the pitch, the lift of the leg, swung on, but that got a piece of a foul tip. So we go to a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Negebauer ready to go with a runner on first still for the 320 Stars. Negebauer on the mound, kicks and deals. Here's the pitch. Down the middle, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning and a 10-3 lead for the post 320 Stars. Negebauer takes the step on the mound with a runner on first with the look over. He's ready. Here comes the pitch. Negebauer and Peterson will fight on the foul. So we stay 2-2. As that's Anders Lockhart getting the foul ball back to the umpire. Now 2-2 count still. Gets the okay as Negebauer on the bump. A runner still on first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A stare down match. He'll take a step off the mound. Still 2-2, Negebauer to Peterson. Last two at-bats for him, he struck out both. 2-2, takes a look back over. Negebauer with the delivery of the pitch. Off the right hand, it comes, swings and misses! And the third strikeout will do it. And a final score of 10-7. The Hardhats defeat the 320 Stars. It was a big one. We had inside the park home run from Carter Johnson. 3 strikeouts there at the end for Ryan Negebauer, who came in the 7th inning, adding for now 30 on the year. Rowan Frederiksen threw for 5 strikeouts through 6 innings of play. Jason Costabauer, who was the starting pitcher for the Post 320 Stars, who pitched through 4 innings, had 1 strikeout. Sales, who came in later on. But it was an RBI triple from Kiefer. Doubles from McLeod, Rader, all over the board. And the Hardhats, as they were trailing 1-0 early in that first inning, as the 320 Stars, as they came out hot and ready to go. But they came back later on. Stars, who got 1 in the first inning, and then they strike twice there at the end. Well, a 10-3 win for the Post 22 Hardhats. Make sure you tune in tomorrow on Hardhats TV, as the Post 22 Hardhats will go to Sturgis to play the Post 33 Titans at 6 o'clock. This is Wyatt Simmons. Sign off. Good night.